Friday dinner time, and I thought I would start this little weekend vlog a little bit earlier because I am going to be making some Trader Joe's things. One I know I've shown on this channel before because I know it's Weight Watchers friendly. This other one, I don't know if it's Weight Watchers friendly or not. And Eric's smelling stuff in the background. Alright, so this is the first, well, this is what I'm going to show you first. I'm actually not going to cook it first. This is French onion soup. It's frozen and it's from Trader Joe's. I don't have the Weight Watchers app installed on my phone, so I don't know if this is Weight Watchers friendly. It kind of has a lot of fat in it, so my guess is no. But oh, but 13 grams of protein. So yeah, but still, my guess is probably it's not wonderful. Sadly, it doesn't come looking like this if you're going to be doing it in the microwave, which is what I'm going to have to do because I don't have like a little ramekin type of a thing to make it all nice. But the flavor is awesome. I sent Eric to get these for me because it's really, really good. So I'm definitely going to be having some of this, and I am legitimately just going to microwave it. So this is what I'm actually going to be making, and I am really surprised because like I really like this even when I am not doing Weight Watchers. So for this whole container it's only 330 calories, and I am having a hungry pregnant lady day, so I might be eating this whole thing. I'm not sure. I don't cook it according to the cooking instructions. I'll just show you what I do. So I get them kind of defrosted. They're not like as defrosted as they probably should be. They're a little squishy, but still kind of frozen. So I just have some olive oil in the pan, and I'm just going to brown them on both sides basically. And I think cooking them in olive oil helps give them some flavor. It's probably why I like it. But yeah, that's what I'm going to have for dinner. The soup and then just this. I will fully admit, neither one of these things look appetizing. So if this does not convince you to try it, don't blame you, because like all the cheesy goodness basically like gets melted into the soup. This smells incredible. Really, really like it. And I do like this. Like I think this is a solid option for dinner. And I'm struggling with trying to get vegetables in, so this is a good way to get something in, even if it's not green. But I'm excited about it. Plus it's fast and easy. So I have to do some work this evening, and this is an email I sent out to my email list. And I figure I would give you guys a little bit behind the scenes just in case any of you guys care about like running a small business and stuff. One of my number one advice if you want to start a small business is to get your customers to get on an email list and then like strategically use that email list. So I have a launch that I'm going to be starting on Friday. So, in about a week. So I sent out an email to them, and I kind of wanted to know what fabric they would be most interested in. So I didn't want to like show them the exact fabric that I have, but I wanted to give them a theme about which ones I'm like thinking of including. So I wrote them more up top, but that's not that important for you guys. And then I just showed like themes, like what theme they would be interested in for me to make bags for them. So it's like, are they interested in Figment, Cinderella's Mice, Aristocats, Sleeping Beauty, Castle? And then also I was really curious, so I had another question about Halloween fabric. Because of everything going on this year, I just didn't know if they would be interested in. So I asked them 2 questions. And oh my gosh, this little bit of light totally makes me look like I was soul patched. That is hilarious. And then these look like I have funky earrings on. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad I flipped the camera around because this is really funny to me. And I'm going to keep it here, not try to block it, because apparently I can't. Anyway, so my reasons for doing Oh, I do have to switch over here because my arm is sore. My reasons for doing that is a couple of things, because like I really want to make sure that like my customers feel like they have a voice as much as they can in the shops, the products. Like I just really want to make them feel as much a part of my little shop as I can, because that's one of the perks of like shopping small, you know. It's like you feel like you have that connection to them. And then also it's like, what if I think that they'll like something and they don't? So I think it's good both ways. And then sometimes I'll like set up a poll, like a Google, not a poll, survey. Sometimes I'll set up a survey and be like, hey, if you're interested in giving your opinion, click on the survey link and stuff. But then sometimes I'll just ask them to reply, because sometimes like if they reply to the email, then, well, first of all, I think it might take a little bit more work because you're just not like click, 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 like you're typing something out. And I feel like if you're typing something out, even if it's like A, B, whatever, you know, then that means that I think that I'm getting the responses from people who care or who are interested either in the shop or interested in what fabric choices that I'm making. So I'm getting like it just makes me feel like the quality of the answers that I'm getting are that much better, because they're taking even more time and even more effort, which I appreciate so much. Like I am unbelievably thankful for my customers and for the people that support me, like super one interested. So I'm hoping that, and then sometimes people will explain their reasonings, or just like, I don't know, I just feel like it's a little bit more of a way to connect. So that's why sometimes if I feel like I have the time, or if I feel like I just want my customers to feel like heard and important, that's partially my goal. And it's also partially my goal of like making sure that they get something that they're interested in and that they would want. So I just have my little notebook here, my Mickey Mouse notebook, and so I'm just going to go through the emails and just make a quick little tally and see which ones they are most interested in, and then make my choices about fabric then. Okay, so I finished with the tallying, and I kind of want to show you guys a sneak peek because I really like some of this fabric, and kind of explain to you my process for things a little bit. I hope this is interesting to somebody. I love small shop and small business things, but it's also because that's what I do. All right, so these are the different themes, right? So that I showed you. So Cinderella Castle. So this was one of the options. Cinderella's Castle. What kind of a Disney fan am I? Sleeping Beauty's Castle. So I really like how small this will work well for my bags. These are a little bit bigger, but this one I'll have to be careful about cutting to make sure that we could get some cute mice. But here's the Cinderella's mice one. Here is the Figment. This is a little bit of a busier print, but I think probably, I feel like no matter where I cut, I should be able to get part of him in it. And then the Aristocats one. So these are, obviously they didn't see these fabric options, but they saw the themes. So one was out, even though they all honestly were popular, but the Aristocats one was the least popular, so I'm going to make it go out when I'm making these decisions. So I'm only going to keep 2 of these fabrics in this launch, and I'll explain why later. And these were all within, I think they were within like 2 to 3 votes of each other, which is a little bit crazy. But I actually think, like, I have an idea of like a theme for the next collection, and I think this might be a good balance for that. So even though I think this did technically end up in second place, I'm going to hold off on this fabric and use it for the next collection, which I'm honestly hoping will be in September for this one. So I am going to stick with Mr. Figment. I really wish I had some sort of emotional attachment or cared more about him, because he's pretty cute and he looks funny, like he looks fun, but I am just such a California girl and Disneyland girl that it's just hard. I don't know, I just am not attached to him. But this is bright colorful and I am obsessed. I think this is super cute. Love this fabric. This is awesome. So why I chose only two is because actually I have some more planned. So the second question that people had to ask was about Halloween fabric and if they're interested and if they're not. And honestly, it was about 60%, maybe 60 to 70% were in favor of it, which I was pretty surprised about because they're not really doing anything Halloween-y. But guys, I don't even care that much about Nightmare Before Christmas, but I love the Nightmare Before Christmas overlay that they do at the Haunted Mansion in Disneyland. I think the details are insane, and if more people said yes than no to Halloween fabric, I knew I wanted to include this because I love it, because it's obviously, because like look at this clock here, and then there is Sally somewhere in here, maybe not in this panel. Oh, but look at okay, so you could clearly see this is the front of the Haunted Mansion with this like scarecrow, jack-o'-lantern scarecrow. That is what's outside the Haunted Mansion. I think the detail of this print is awesome, and I just think it's super, super cool. And I feel like if people liked Halloween, or if they liked this version of the Nightmare Before Christmas, like the Haunted Mansion overlay, that they would think that these bags were cool. So I didn't want to like give them any hints, because I just feel like this is the kind of fabric that the more you stare at it, the cooler it gets. Oh, like this is the front seam. Yeah, I just love it. So people did say yes, that they were still interested in Halloween fabric, even though their parties weren't going on. And so I am going to add this. So recently, with everything going on and me being pregnant, I generally am going to try to keep it to 3 to 5 new fabric options per launch, and maybe just doing launches a little bit more frequently than I have been doing, but doing them smaller. And the reason for this is that I think like I won't have to be like going through and cutting. Well, Eric does the cutting, but he won't have to be doing as much. So yeah, these don't look great together, but they're the themes people wanted. So we're going to do these 3. And then also I have, so these are Halloween fabrics that I had from last year. I just got these at Joann's. And I don't have a ton of these left, but I figure, like, I took them off like as being not available on my website, but I think I might just add them back on as options, just in case people want a little bit more like traditional Halloween bags. This one is Cocoa, and that's just like pumpkin Mickey fabric. So I think I may add these to the launch and just be like, hey, these are coming back. And then, so these are the 3 new ones. I think I'm just going to like to figure out how many bags of each size I can make and maybe offer these again. This might be on here, but maybe I'll just like take a picture and promote it. And then these 2 fabrics were from our last launch, and specifically this guy, the child, or Baby Yoda, whatever, and then Mando. These were unbelievably popular, and I very, very much suspected that they would be. So I kind of I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to add more of these. I was just worried that's like, what if I made mistakes or something happened? So I didn't want to put too much inventory in case I made mistakes, there were problems with shipping or whatever. So I think I'm going to add some more of these also and like do like a restock of this. So when you look at it, that even though technically there are only going to be 3 new fabric options, this is still a decent amount. Man, they really do not go together very well, but that's okay. That's not the point of these things, because I don't think my bags, I don't think people are really going for things that go together because they're just practical bags. So I'm excited about it. I'm excited to get working on these things. And in case you guys are new, I just make and sell clear travel bags. So this one is like my face mask bag, for example. These are just, these fit face masks in them. So just to make traveling a little bit easier and cuter. Hi, it is Saturday at 5 o'clock basically right now. And I am exhausted. Today's just been a struggle, but we almost finished all of the orders. I finished making all of the orders. So we try to get like 80 orders done a week, but that's kind of like, that's hard and that's a lot because who knows how many bags are in 80 orders, but that's our goal. So we finished them, but we just haven't put them together yet. I ended up having to take a nap, and I am, you know how like you take a nap but it just wasn't enough and like my brain is just really foggy. But man, did I make this baby angry though. He is on a feeding schedule even though he's in my tummy, and he thought it would be a fun joke to be like, hey, let's see if I can make mom pee the bed by kicking my bladder to wake me up from my nap, because he was upset that I took a nap through snack time. But I didn't pee the bed, and we made a truce because he really likes sugar and sugary things, and Eric got me some root beer because I've really been craving some root beer, and the baby loves root beer. So I drank some root beer, and so he's happy and just moving around and not angry at me anymore. But I tried something new for my snack from Trader Joe's. Well, it's not new. I tried it yesterday too, and it is delicious. So good. So I want to show you. I already ate it because the baby couldn't wait to let me film it because he was really hungry. But let me show you. So it is this sauce, and it is unbelievable. So it's called Chili Onion Crunch, and the nutritional facts, not good, okay? So it's 110 calories for 1 tablespoon. It has like 10 grams of fat. So this is like not a healthy snack. But I toast some naan bread in the toaster. And you don't, oh, you could kind of see what it looks like. So there's like, you could see it's kind of like oily, but then you mix it up. And basically it tastes like there's like dried onions, dried chili peppers, dried garlic. That's just what it tastes like to me. All in there. And you need barely any at all. It's a little spicy, but it's like a good spicy. Like it stays in the front of your mouth, you know, like it doesn't go all the way down and try to like burn your insides out. So if you put a little bit on, it's kind of spicy, but it is delicious. So if you like spicy things and you want to try a dip, you know what I would imagine this being? You know when you go to Disney World at Sanaa and you get the bread service, that restaurant at Animal Kingdom Lodge? I feel like this could be one of the little dipping sauces for your bread that you get. It's so good. So good. I don't know if it's like any of those because I can't remember the dipping sauces in particular, but that's what it tastes like it would go with. So good. So this weekend project is trying to make a flannel shirt. So I have some nice flannel. Isn't this really pretty? I am a sucker for blue. So a nice flannel shirt for Eric. I'm not going to do pockets So it's just going to be plain. And the challenge is going to be, well, first of all, this is just going to really be the second time I've ever made something for Eric. This is not stretchy material because it's a flannel. And guys, buttons. So many buttons. I've never done buttons before, but I'm really into challenging myself. So I already have the pattern piece printed and I taped it all. So I'm going to cut, and I don't know how long this is going to take me. It's probably like close to 7 in the evening and I go to bed pretty early, so maybe I could just get this all cut up tonight and sew tomorrow. It's Sunday, and last night I figured out, oh, if it wants to focus, there we go. Look it, I figured out how to make buttonholes. Come on, open up. See, little bitty buttonholes using my machine. So if you're trying to make buttonholes, one thing that I learned that I had to like teach myself that didn't quite work, or that I didn't see on online tutorials that I use. You know what, let me take you to the machine. So if you're having difficulties, like for example, so I made a test buttonhole that worked really, really well, but then when I tried to do it again, like on my actual thing, it kept it kept messing up. So what I found out, what I had to do, at least this worked. I don't know if this is any official thing. So this is like the buttonhole stitch selector. So all I had to do is every time I wanted to make a new buttonhole, like I moved it over and then I moved it back. And then just in case, I don't know if this did anything or not, I just moved this over too. I think it was probably this that like reset it, and then it worked perfectly every time. But it took me a while because I couldn't figure out like why I couldn't just like make a buttonhole, go down, make another buttonhole. I had to re-switch this every single time. This could be my machine, maybe I was doing something else wrong, but it was a solution that worked for me. So now I am just hand sewing the buttons onto the shirt. So actually, I'm kind of realizing that I don't know if I've ever hand sewn or done buttons before, because I don't know when I would have needed to sew on any buttons. Hand sewing projects honestly are not something that super appeals to me. Like if I was going on a long road trip and if I could find something that I could bring to do in the car, that would be totally awesome. But I would much rather just use my machine. But hey, this is all part of the new learning process, doing something different, growing my skills, getting better, those sorts of things. So just going to sew on like 10 buttons or however many is on this shirt. I'm so happy with how my first buttons and buttonholes turned out. And actually hand sewing turned out to be really like relaxing, so I totally take back what I said before. And look it, guys, these are almost perfect. Matching up. This one's obviously not perfect, but I wish I could say I planned this. I totally forgot to even think about lining the plaids up, and this was just a little nice little gift from God. Say, hey, I'll make this look better. So yay. These are hard first couple steps to get over, but hopefully the rest will be smooth and easy. I'm still super into making smoothies for a snack, so I like that it's not dairy, because dairy sometimes is not great for me. So bananas, frozen strawberry, well, just one banana, frozen strawberries, just a can of peaches because I have them in the peach juice, which is mixed in here with apple juice. If you have a good smoothie that definitely tastes super sweet and is non-dairy but has some like vegetables or greens in it that still tastes good, and ideally doesn't have dairy and doesn't have like any protein powder or anything, that's just like regular food, please let me know, because I would love to be able to throw some veggies in here so it's not just like pure sugar. So I don't think I'm going to be able to finish Eric's shirt tonight, but it is for an unbelievably incredible reason. So my aunt and uncle came and surprised us and dropped off some gifts for Sam because I'm not going to have a baby shower because of everything's going on and stuff like that. And so they just dropped it off in our little like front porch area, and they made it like look all cute and stuff like that. It was incredible, and I feel so, and so does Eric, like we are unbelievably like overwhelmed with like how generous and how much love it's just, I'm still speechless. So let me show you what we're going to be doing. So all of these lovely gifts, and there's even some in the other room that couldn't fit up on here, we are going to find a home for. So wow, it's crazy. And it is like, it's just crazy. So I'm so thankful, so like just so blessed, so thankful that our little guy is just going to be just filled with a lot of love and support, and he is a blessing. Like, it's crazy because it's like babies are a blessing to their parents, but not just their parents. Like there's other people who are just so excited, like not as excited as we are, I don't think, but like so excited, you know. And it's I'm just so thankful to be a part of like little Sam's life, you know. Being a mom, I think, is just going to be the best thing to ever happen to me, and I can't wait. I'm already enjoying it. I mean, not enjoying the crazy weight gain that's happening, but I'll talk about that later. Anyway, so we're going to put things away and figure things out this evening. Alright, I just have to show off this one thing my aunt made for me. This is a diaper cake. Eric thought it was a real cake when he first saw it, but look, she's been making diaper cakes for years, and she does such a good job. This is like, when I think, well, actually she does a lot of crafty things, but like, look at how beautiful this is. And then in the back she added hidden Mickeys. Isn't that so cute? I love it. And Eric built the swing that we also got yesterday. We were so blessed. It's a little puppy swing. So this swing is, I don't know if it's going to live exactly right here, but it's for sure going to live in the workroom unless we need it elsewhere. And then also Eric brought me home a little puppy. Little puppy. His name is Lazy Puppy because he looks so sleepy and lazy. And big update. Da 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 da! Eric built the crib. Also we got as a gift. So, and obviously we won't be having all these things in here when the baby's in here, but look at our little Sam. It just looks cute right now. But we are so excited. So I think, here, let me back up. I think this is going to be our final layout of the room for like furniture. So we'll have a dresser, my rocker, the crib. This is so Eric can hang out with me. Then we're going to get rid of this. But I'm really thankful that there's still like kind of open area. So when he gets big enough, he could crawl around and play and stuff. But it looks so good. I'm really excited. Yeah, so we're not done, obviously. Eric needs to paint, and we need to probably do some decoration type things, but it's starting to come along. Good morning. It's Tuesday now. Apparently this is not a weekend vlog. It's going to be a week vlog because of how things are going. So, I'm going to try a new recipe. This seems super easy and people like love it. So, I think it's 2 pounds of chuck beef, whatever.
I think it's 3.
Oh, 3?
Yeah.
Okay. And then I am just going to add au jus seasoning packet, some ranch.
And for the record, I think this is a strange mix of seasonings for beef.
Eric does, but people like, it gets a ton of reviews. And then they say add about 5. This is pepperoncini. 1. I'm just going to add 4 just in case it's too intense. 2, 3, 4. And then I'm supposed to add a little bit of the juice. It's probably good. And then a 1/4 cup of butter. And I'm going to remember to plug it in and then just wait for dinner for like 8 hours.
Well, that's it.
That's it.
Alright.
Alright, dinner is done. I don't know if it looks appetizing, but like, do you see how juicy it is? I'm so excited. So this has basically been cooking for like 8 hours. And look it, this is my left hand, so if it's awkward, just ignore me. Ooh, look it, did you see I was able to just like twist off a little piece? I'm going to try this. It smells incredible. Alright, let's try it. Mmm. Oh, that has... Okay, I'm about to feast. I will talk to you guys later. That is so good. Hey, it is Thursday now, and the pot roast dinner was amazing. I've been eating it for leftovers for days and days, and honestly, I was hoping to like end this video by showing you the completed shirt that I made for Eric, but my energy is just getting so low that after my work day, I just have to rest, and I can't like do anything that involves my brain or my body or just about anything. So I'm going to have to save that for next time. But thanks so much for watching, and I hope you guys are having a great day. Bye.